What's up, everybody? JJ here with Thrivistry, and today I wanted to cover the somewhat controversial term program for the best and scale for the rest. So when we are talking about programming, if you're creating programs for clients or you're creating programming for a gym, you may have heard this term, which is you want to create really hardcore programming for your best athletes to really challenge the people who are really consistent at your gym and have been with you for a long time or just have those natural abilities. And then you can scale down or water down the other programming for everybody else. And I feel like this is a big mistake. In the last 15 or so years, I've been creating these workouts for the group environment. What I've found is actually a better way to look at it is to actually program for the rest and scale up for the best. And let me elaborate on that. So essentially what's going on is if you're programming for the best, then you are alienating the vast majority of the people in your gym. Most people coming to your gym are going there to get better. So they're starting off at a much lower level. So 80–90% of your people are not going to be able to do your workouts as written. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay to have, create workouts that are actually harder than when people can first walk in. We do want to have those progressions and we do want to have people being challenged. But when you start including things like muscle ups and heavy squat snatches and heavy deadlifts, if this becomes a regular feature of your programming, and then your people who have been with you for 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 years still haven't been able to do those things, you're just making them feel like they're not making as much progress. They're second-class citizens. The most important people are the ones that are doing really well, that can do the workouts as prescribed. I do think it is a travesty when someone makes a workout or regularly creates workouts where only 1 or 2 people in the entire gym can do it as prescribed. And that's a whole nother talk. We can talk about that term in a different video. But what you really want to do is create programming that has the progressions that are reasonable so people can start at an easier level, and it gives them guidance on where they should be, and then provide progressions going up to more advanced, and then have a scale up for those people who are kind of interested in competing or who have been with you a really long time and need a new challenge. Those become optional things separate from the main programming, so you're not making everyone else feel like they're second-class citizens. There's this interesting thing with psychology that says that if people are always looking at how far they have to go, it's very demotivating, right? So if they're always seeing how far away they are from the top people in the class or how far away they are from making that first pull-up, that's very demotivating, and it makes it harder for them to keep coming consistently because of that. What is very motivating is to see how far they have come, and this is why I'm such a big proponent of logging your workouts and tracking things. So not so you can compare notes or on the leaderboard and see who won that day. It's so that you can look back at your results from the past and see how far you've come. And so it's really important that we create workouts that are not these crazy, CrossFit Games inspired workouts or whatever, or they're these hero workouts every week and things like that. All that's going to do is make it seem more. It's going to be more frustrating for those regular people who maybe started at a lower level and have been putting in the work, putting in the time, and they're still not performing at that level, and it makes it very hard psychologically to do that. So I really don't think you guys should be programming for the best and scaling down for the rest. It's kind of, to me, that's kind of like saying, let's take this competition programming and we'll just scale it for regular people. And really what that is saying, it's like going to buy a car, and what you're actually looking for is a truck. And so you go buy this fancy sports car, and then you take it to the shop and you take it apart and you put a truck bed on it and change the tires and say, oh, look, it's a truck. No, you've taken something that was created for a completely different purpose and then tried to modify it for a different purpose. Well, if you need a truck, you need to buy a truck. And that's more like what we need for regular folks, is something that's durable, dependable, that has lots of uses and isn't a highly specialized thing designed for the sport of fitness, that modified and tweaked for regular people. So I hope you guys learned something from today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this and subscribe.